That makes me curious if there's anyone in the Blender community who like focuses on animals. We have robots now. Where's our animal person?
Yeah, I was gonna start. I think I still might because I can do animals decently. So I was thinking maybe I'll do that. I don't know, but
I think there's a woman in the Blender community that does like scientific renders of animals and stuff. I can't remember her name though.
Ooh,
that'd be awesome.
I'd like to see
That'd
that.
be sweet to see.
Cool. I'll keep an eye out.
Yeah, if you remember, if you post it in the Discord, it would be awesome.
Yeah. She's on Twitter
Thanks.
somewhere, but I can't remember.
Oh, cool. Yeah, if it comes to you, let it. That would be great to see. I'd love to see that.
That brings us nicely onto a different tangent. Are there any artists in this community that you think are maybe underrated or aren't getting enough attention that you want to tell people about?
Gabe. Look at Gabe. If you haven't heard about Gabe, treat yourself. He is smarter than all of us combined. He's just the best.
That's Gabe the shader node whiz.
Oh, man. I have just the artist. He only has like 500 subscribers right now. I've been meaning to post a link, but his channel is Julian, and he just posted this reel, and it's crazy. It's really cool. I'll post a link right now.
There's this one guy who sang a Blender tutorial.
Oh yeah, I heard that. He was a bit off. He was a bit off tune though. Could have sang it a bit better.
It's the most bizarre video I've ever seen, and I love it.
I've not seen that.
That got stuck in my head for like 4 days, and I was not happy about it.
Which video?
The guy that sung the Blender tutorial.
Oh, I couldn't get that out of my head either.
Yeah, it got stuck in there, and I was just like, wait, what? I can't remember how it goes now, but I'd just like be walking down the street, and then all of a sudden it just come into my head, and I'd be like, oh no, not again.
I know. I'd be singing it. My wife made me sit on the balcony for 15 minutes until it left my head. I'll have to check it out later.
You got dislike bombed for that, but it was truly awesome, beautiful.
Yeah, the Blender viewers are so stubborn. They don't want anything that isn't like same thing over and over.
It was really interesting because I put in this channel that I did a poll on my YouTube channel asking what people found most valuable, because I do tutorials and discussion videos and other stuff, but I did a poll saying, what do you find the most valuable as the audience? The tutorials, the discussions, or do you find them both equally valuable? Tutorials was at about 40-something%. Discussions was like 2 to 3%, but both equally valuable was like 50-something%. And so I was quite surprised to see that, because I was very worried that a lot of my audience weren't particularly happy with even a slight diversion away from tutorial content. But it seems like mine's quite nice about it. But I have noticed a difference between our different audiences. You'd think that we'd overlap quite a lot, but when I've had discussions on like CGs, comment feeds and stuff,
they think they're so smart. They think they make the joke the first time. I can't stand them.
Yeah.
I just love hearing people. My tongue.
Like I feel like I'm taking my own comment section for granted, because like when someone has like a slight disagreement, but they're like, it's a very valid criticism. It's all like a very nice interaction. But I've had a couple of times commenting on Default Cube or CG Matter or whatever, where like you say something very nice and they'll just come back like hyper aggressive, and I'm like, whoa, what is happening?
Don't go there. I wouldn't recommend it.
Jesus.
You don't read comments though, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. Sometimes I look and I'm like, oh, this is why I don't. But sometimes I look.
Well, maybe that's why they're aggressive. They've been neglected. They're like a kid you've thrown in the basement. That's your comment section.
And he stays in the basement. Okay, this isn't my problem.
And you stay in the attic where you have 3 levels of difference between you guys.
They're just like throwing a carrot down every now and again.
Your head looks like just a speck.
Yeah, this is the forced perspective.
Yeah, Markham had a video where the head was like here and the body was here and he was laughing. I saw that video. It was hilarious. You look like that Markham video.
Yeah, I broke the rig, and I think the head went one way, the body was going one way. I think because I had 2 armatures on top of each other, and so as you moved, the armature would rotate and spin outwards, and you would have kind of like an Enderman effect.
Yeah, it looked like an Enderman. It was great. I laughed for like your laughter on that was infectious, man. I started laughing for like 5 minutes straight. Because you were doing this thing. It was like there was a movie. I can't remember. It was like these guys like inherit this reality TV show about animals from their dad, and then they like just completely destroy the show. But anyway, there's like in the trailer, there's this shark coming through, and it's got these teeth. And these guys are like, "What the heck is that?" And then they start going, "Oh!" And you were doing like this very similar thing, and it was hilarious. I just started laughing. I just thought of that. Couldn't stop. That's great.
That reminds me of, I don't know if you guys have seen the video of like how do I describe it? They're like these nude CG dudes who are like all warpy and
Walking to the supermarket. That's what.
Yeah,
Yes,
go
I
to
know
store
you're
late
talking
to
about.
meeting.
It's called going to the store. That's all it's called.
I think there's one since that even, or there's like two even.
Yeah, I think there's been a few.
Yeah.
I remember watching the very first one, like when it came out, and I thought it was real because I wasn't a CG artist back then.
It looks real.
Awesome.
Yeah, it looks so.
Yeah, the lighting in it, I think, was really good and it made it a little bit unnerving, a little bit uncanny.
The music too. The music was funny.
Yeah.
I just remember the music now that you even brought that up. It like left an impression on me just witnessing that video. The most random thing, but it was funny.
Now I have to see it.
It's
Darn
called
it.
Going to the Store. Just type that in. It has like 100 million views.
I love it. Yeah, I've got it.
Going to the store.
I've got it on my Surface Go. It's just like the first scene where he just comes around the corner and you're just like, what?
Yep.
But that
It made no sense.
it sort of makes it tempting just to do weird like visual effects videos, but actually this feels like the sort of thing you'd be good at, CG.
Yeah.
I've done a video exactly like that. I did a mannequin video. It's I forget what it's called. It was people don't.
Oh, the tracking one, like.
Yeah, it was just like a little tracking test. I was messing around with synth eyes, but yeah,
good.
I definitely copied him badly.
Malcolm's having a
That's
nice
all there's
time.
to it.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. He starts laughing. You can't stop.
That's how I
Your
react.
videos. It's so great. I love it.
I'm
It's
about to
infectious,
pull it up
man.
as well.
Oh boy.
Your channel's gonna blow up just because of that laugh, man. It's gonna happen. Watch.
So
It's
when is
accessible.
when is the BlenderNest reaction channel launching?
Exactly. I was gonna say, Blender artists react.
I tell you what, this channel's so freeform. There's no monetization or anything. We just throw whatever on here. We can do whatever.
Yeah, it's the most fun channel ever.